All right, and the visuals you can see right now playing out on your screen. As you can see, we're showing you on your screens right now. In a few hours, we're going to be tracking developments that will be taking place. The President will be formally taking oath. You can see on your screen, that's Droupadi Murmu. In just 2 hours from now, she's going to be the country's first tribal president. She's going to be the country's second female president. On your screens right now, she's leaving her residence. She's heading into the formal proceedings as we speak. My colleague Anshul with us, he's going to be tracking these developments on the ground through the day today. A huge day for India. Let's go over to Anshul to understand more. Anshul, what context can you bring our audiences this morning on the visuals we're looking at?
So first of all, a very good morning to you and all your viewers. Today is a very historic day in the history of India. Droupadi Murmu, the first woman tribal president, has just left from her temporary residence here in the national capital, and she has gone to the Rajghat where she will pay her tributes to the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, today, after which she is likely to come back to this residence. And from here, at around 9:20, 9:25, it is expected that she leave from here to the Rashtrapati Bhavan, where the ceremony, where the initial oath-taking ceremony will happen. After that, she will leave with the conventional president convoy along with the president to the parliament. It's what we are being told as of now. So yes, a big day for all the Indians. The celebrations are not only going inside the residence of Droupadi Murmu. If you could just see in the visuals, there were a lot of people have come here from her home state. People who have been celebrating her victory since day one, since the day the results were announced. So yes, the celebrations are ongoing out here at the temporary residence of Droupadi Murmu, and the celebrations are likely to continue through the day, because today is going to be a really very historic day when it comes to the history of India, and it remains to be seen as to how long will it take for the president to finally reach at Rajghat, where she will pay her tributes to Mahatma Gandhi, after which she will come back here at her residence, and from here she will then go to the President House, where the final oath-taking ceremony will take place, after which India will get its first tribal woman president, Toya.
Anshul, if I can ask you for a brief biography of Droupadi Murmu, if you could share with our audiences. She's had an illustrious career. She's been the governor of Jharkhand. She's been with the BJP since 1997. Tell us a little bit more about what her career has looked like up until this day.
So that's right. Her career is marked with struggles, because remember, she was the first woman to go to a school and then eventually teach in a school from her village. After that, once she came into the BJP, she has been on many constitutional posts. In fact, she has been the governor of Jharkhand for at least 3 times, where most of the governor people have been saying that the post of the governor or constitutional posts are just rubber stamp. But yes, Droupadi Murmu has come to the fore as a very very strong person, even in a constitutional post, where she has not only tackled her own government, but made sure that no bills on which she doesn't trust does not get signed. Remember, one of the bills that she stopped from the Jharkhand Parliament was a bill where the forest land was being given to commercialize for commercial purposes. And this bill, when the bill finally reached her after being passed from the Jharkhand Assembly, she did not sign that bill, and that bill eventually had to go back to the Jharkhand Assembly, and that bill did not get passed. So this is the kind of person that Droupadi Murmu is. She when she takes a stand, she makes sure that the stand is clear, and make sure that the best that she could give to her people, that the best response should be given back. And after that, after being the governor of Jharkhand, as well as she has also been the governor of Odisha as well, and since then she has constantly been in touch with the not only with the BJP, but yes, the manner in which she has held the constitutional post definitely tells you a lot about the character of Droupadi Murmu. And that is why when Droupadi Murmu was nominated as the NDA's candidate for the BJP, not only the NDA parties but also parties from also opposition parties came in her support. We also saw in the voting of president election where many of the MPs and MLAs had to cross vote for Droupadi Murmu because of the kind of history that she brings with her, not only being a tribal leader, but also the narrative that she has built around her, making sure that she will not be a rubber stamp president as what is being accused by the opposition, but she will be the president who will definitely take a stand on whatever she thinks is right and whatever she thinks is wrong. So yes, a very big day and a very consolidated president-elect that India has got this time around. Now it remains to be seen how does the next 5 years under the presidentship of Droupadi Murmu is going to be. Will it be turbulent or will it be smooth sailing? Because she is not going to bend down to any government pressure as what is being alleged by the opposition, because the history that she has built around her definitely tells us a lot about her character, Toya.
Anshul, stay with us. I just want to tell our audiences you're right now at Uma Shankar Dikshit Lane right now in Delhi. And my colleague Siddhant, who our audiences, you can see he's on the top of our screens right now. He's at Rajghat, which is where the going to be president is headed right now. Siddhant, if you could walk our audiences very quickly. I think she's expected to arrive there at about 8:30 a.m. Walk our audiences through the ceremonial proceedings we're going to see take place over there.
Well, very good morning, Toya. Right now we're reporting from Rajghat in New Delhi, and beautiful weather out here. We can expect rains anytime from now. So this is the Rajghat where I'm reporting from, going by the itinerary that has been released by Rashtrapati Bhavan. President-elect Droupadi Murmu is expected to arrive at Rajghat in some time from now. She has already left her residence, and in fact the security here has been beefed up. She will come here, pay homage to Father of the Nation, Mahatma Gandhi, after which she is expected to go back to her residence, and at around 10 a.m., this is what we have been told, Rashtrapati-elect and Rashtrapati will come to Parliament in a motorcade procession, and then the ceremonies at Parliament will begin. In fact, the MPs, the Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Ministers and all have been invited for the oath-taking ceremony, where Droupadi Murmu will take oath as the 15th President of the country, the oath of office and secrecy, and it is going to be a grand occasion. We have also been told that till 1 in the afternoon, Parliament building has been completely sealed. In fact, the journalists are also not allowed inside the Parliament building today. So it is going to be a historic day, and a woman coming from Adivasi community, a woman coming from a very humble background is going to be the 15th President of the country, and this is perhaps the reason that in fact the cadre has come, the BJP's cadre has come from the state of Orissa and other Adivasi belts. In fact, all the MLAs from the home district of Droupadi Murmu are camping here in the national capital. They are invited, and since and on 21st July, and till today, there were all central ministers met her, chief ministers of the states met her. In fact, the tribal leaders of our country did come to visit her, and in fact BJP has also asked all the tribal leaders to come and meet her. So BJP always wanted to make this victory a grand victory, and in fact on 21st July also we saw that how artists were called from the Adivasi community. They all came to her residence. There were celebrations not just in the national capital but across the country, because indeed it's a historic moment, and somebody like Droupadi Murmu, who is not just going to be a rubber stamp Rashtrapati, as my colleague Anshul was highlighting. She has already proven her her responsibilities in the past as the governor of Jharkhand, where she refused to sign 2 of the bills passed by the Jharkhand government, and that too the incumbent chief minister then was Raghubar Das, who comes from Bharatiya Janata Party. So she has already proven her credentials, and she has always stood with the Adivasi community and for the rights of the Adivasi community, and this is perhaps the reason that in fact the entire nation is celebrating. The time she was running for the office, at that time some of the leaders from the opposition parties did raise question on why she's not speaking, did raise question on her credentials and on her understanding
Siddhant,
of
if I
the
may request you to
constitution
just stay with us. We have some more breaking news coming in related